much protein should you be consuming on a daily basis? So this question depends. What we highly recommend is zero point 0.8 to 1.2 per body weight. So when I say it depends, if you're very advanced, meaning that you've done this a couple of times, it's not your first rodeo, and you want to get super lean, and super lean to me in my case would be like in the single digits, right? And you've done this before. So, and the reason why you would want to shoot for 1.2 per grams per body weight is because the leaner you get, the more you want to consume protein to preserve all that hard-earned muscle, right? Because as you get leaner, you run the chance of losing that muscle, right? So, but let's say that you're maybe about a year in, already lost some weight. How much protein should you be consuming on a daily basis? I would shoot for 1 gram per body weight. Okay, and then lastly, let's say it's like you've never touched a weight before, never dieted, and let's say that you're pretty, let's say you're obese, and let's say you're overweight, let's say you're 250 pounds or more, 300 pounds, just use that as an example. Eating 300 grams of protein, I do not highly recommend. That's a lot of protein. You're going to get very upset stomach, and you're just going to hate your life, right? Because you're not so used to eating all the meals, the bigger meals, frequent meals, everything, right? So what I would recommend is first seeing what you're consuming on a daily basis, downloading an app, either like the Lose It app or MyFitnessPal or anything where you're tracking your caloric intake specifically for protein, right? See what you're averaging at. So let's say if you're averaging only about like 50 grams per day, set goal standard marks per month, right? So let's say like, all right, by the end of month one, I want to maybe get to 60 grams of protein. So if you're at 50, you're going to be just maybe consuming an additional 5 grams per week or whatever you're able to do. Slowly but surely, just you're increasing the incremental amount of protein per month, and eventually you'll be getting to 100 grams. And then from there, slowly but surely, you'll be able to increase, getting closer and closer to that 1 gram, which is what we highly recommend for most people.